It's a sprint to the finish. We're highlighting the 97th AHSAA State Track and Field Championships. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Christina Chambers with AHSAA TV Weekly. This week, we'll hear from Vinemont's record-setting distance runner, Ethan Lemons. We will also check out esports from Bob Jones High School coach Aubrey White, who has one player who's signing a scholarship. Also, Pelham High School baseball coach Sean Anderson talks all about the Panthers' strong run in the state baseball playoffs. Plus, David Holtzford highlights and more, featuring tons of track and field, softball, and baseball. You don't want to miss this. Stay with us.
Silicaga's best kept secret? No more. Harvey's on Noble is the place to go for the area's best food and drinks. Whether you're in the mood for steak, burgers, salad, seafood, or dessert, Harvey's on Noble will not disappoint, and the atmosphere is perfect for catching the big game or just relaxing after work. Harvey's is open for dinner Wednesday through Saturdays, so round up the family and we'll see you at Harvey's on Noble, downtown Silicaga.
Bob Jones High School took home a state championship in esports on April 29th, and I'm so excited to introduce Bob Jones head coach Aubrey White and star player Josh Vanoy, who is signing an esports scholarship with Ole Miss. Welcome to AHSAA TV Weekly.
Hi, good to be here.
Coach, tell us about your championship win on April 29th and just how you guys were able to take home that state title.
Well, it was, we're still kind of, over the moon about it. It's for Josh's Rocket League team, it's his fifth in a row, his fifth state championship in a row. So, they work really well together. We've had some seniors graduate in the past couple of years, but Josh has been playing since his freshman year, and each year it doesn't matter who the players are that, step up and start working with him. They spend their entire season building that chemistry and working well with each other. And then, just being able to continue to go to those state championships and win and see the kids work for it and want it as bad as they do is just really, really fulfilling.
How have you seen this sport grow on campus? I know esports is pretty new to the AHSAA over the past couple of years, but how have you seen it grow to the point where now you have students who are signing scholarships like Josh?
Well, it's grown tremendously. I can remember the very first semester we started it here. It was like the spring of 2019, I think was our first season competing with it. And, I had just enough kids to make one team for each, game they were offering. And then, fast forward to this season, my program is probably at about 65 plus kids. And so I think just like the success of the program and, these kids who, do play video games and, game for, fun, it's giving them a purpose to do that. And they're finding people that, in the school community that they have things in common with, and they're just really, latching onto that. So, and being successful with it, they can see that they can take it further than just, I go home and play. Now I have a team and we have goals. And then, when we have victories, it moves us to college and then hopefully one day potentially careers as well.
For you, Josh, walk me through this scholarship opportunity for you at Ole Miss, and you're signing that on Tuesday. Just how does it feel to earn a scholarship to an SEC school?
It feels great just being involved in all this, because whenever I first came to Bob Jones, never thought this was going to ever be a thing. And then when I heard about it my freshman year, I got to meet a lot of new people that other than sports, right? Because not a lot of people that play video games at a school, you don't know they play video games. And then we get to meet them and just like build relationships with them, and just getting to the point where me getting a scholarship can show other people have potential as well is just great. I mean, I never thought I'd get to this point, and I'm just glad to be here.
Did you ever think playing video games at home would eventually lead to a scholarship like this for you?
I mean, not really, because like at first I wasn't really that like competitive gamer, but as I grew, I've like became so competitive. Like I just worked really hard at what I needed to work at, and like was really critical on myself, and spent so many hours to the point where I like it paid off, and I'm just glad. I never really thought I'd get here, but I'm here now, so.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us. What would be your advice for any student from any school, not just Bob Jones, just across the state, who's maybe games and is interested in joining esports at their school?
Well, you just get to meet a lot of great people, and like don't be like embarrassed that you play video games. Like some people may think it's like lame because like compared to like football and stuff, but it's really not. Just like be critical on yourself, and like be able to work as a team, and just like you meet a lot of great people and you grow as like a gamer, and like just like it builds that like relationship to the point like you don't want to leave, pretty much. So.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations, Coach and Josh, on a successful year, and we appreciate you joining us this week on AHSAA TV Weekly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, don't go anywhere. We'll have more interviews coming up right after this.
The Advantage Plus roofing team offers commercial and residential roofing services. Their exceptional craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and knowledgeable staff will deliver superior results at affordable prices every time. Call your local Advantage Plus roofing office today at 256-375-9339 and find out why customers rate Advantage Plus roofing #1 in satisfaction. Estimates are always free and financing options are available. Upgrade your home with the best roofing company in Central Alabama.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
It's been since 2015 since Pelham has reached the semifinals, and here they are trying to keep their state championship hopes alive. And joined with me now is Pelham head baseball coach Sean Anderson. Coach, I know you've got to be super excited as you guys gear up for the semifinals this week.
We are. It's been a while since we've even been in the playoffs, and it's been a fun ride so far. And looking forward, hopefully, to another good weekend of baseball.
Coach, can you tell me, put into words just the difference you've seen in the team this year? Is there a turning point in this season? What has made this team so successful and fun to watch this year?
Well, it's kind of interesting. Our kids, we have a lot of kids with great character in the team, and we had an alumni call me back in the fall and wanted to come talk to the team. He graduated last year, and he felt like he didn't do the team right last year as a senior. And he came in and talked to the kids probably 20 minutes just about Pelham over self and playing for Pelham, playing for the community, the school, and playing for each other instead of playing for yourself. And I kind of think we've taken hold of that. The kid's name was Jake Corbett, graduated last year, and he had been in our program for 6 years. And I think the kids kind of grabbed hold of that, and it has made a big difference in our belief system and their belief system in each other. And it's just been a joy to watch. It's been really fun.
You guys have pulled out 3 wins in Game 3 in each of the last 2 series to keep your playoff wins, alive. Just what about it is that 3rd game? I mean, what do you see from your team as far as the grit and the grind to continue to win?
just relaxed and focused. They believe in each other. You know, the body language tells me that everything's going good. And of course, you know, having J.D. Wilkins on the mound helps because they have a lot of faith and belief in him as well. And our defense plays stellar behind him. And we've been fortunate to have timely hitting as well in those game threes. We may not out hit our opponent, but we're at least hitting the ball when we have runners in scoring position and scoring runs.
You guys head to Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa for the semifinal matchup in 6A. What stands out to you? What have you told your team as they approach that game?
Basically the same thing, you know, Pelham over self and play pitch by pitch. And the first pitch is the one that matters. And then we try to watch that pitch and move on to the next pitch. And just to stay focused and stay in their belief system. Hillcrest is a really good program. They have been for years. Coach Gardner does a tremendous job over there with him, with his staff and his kids. And it's going to be a great series. And we're looking forward to going over there and playing some really good baseball.
2015, as we introduced this segment, is the last time you guys played in a semifinal game. How much fun is this for you as a coach to just sit there and look at your team and just them soak up this experience?
It has been a blast. I don't know if it's because I'm older. Expectations the last couple of years have been, I guess, maybe down because we're trying to rebuild and get things going back the way Pelham used to be. But it's just been fun for myself and David White, our pitching coach, to sit back and watch the joy on these kids' faces and the excitement that they have for each other and for the game of baseball. It's been a while since we had that, and you get that in the playoffs. And so for them to be able to experience this, it can be a once in a lifetime for some of them. So I'm just thrilled every time we get to play and watch these kids get excited.
Do you get nervous before games, Coach?
I do. Not as bad as I used to when I was younger, but I think that just comes with age. But you do, and you learn to overcome nerves. And once the first pitch is thrown, then everything just takes over and it just becomes baseball again. But if you're not nervous, you're not ready, in my belief.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck heading into this weekend in the semifinal matchup. Thank you for joining us this week, and we look forward to see how your team performs.
Absolutely. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Coach. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll have more from the state track and field championships and one runner who is going the distance and sweeping all the distance events.
I'm Alan Parnell of the Parnell Insurance Agency. For 28 years, we've provided our clients in Alabama and Georgia with home, automobile, life, business insurance, and surety bonds. Our Oxford personal line staff is Michelle, Christy, Elisa, and Ty. Our Oxford administrative staff is Alan, Amber, Carrie, and Ty. We invite you to come to one of our offices in Oxford, Alabama or Tallapoosa, Georgia, and discuss your insurance needs with one of our insurance professionals.
I need the King boys.
Don't call two clowns in a tow truck when you're dreaming of them King boys.
Welcome back to AHSAA TV Weekly. He swept both long-distance races at the 1A through 3A State Track and Field Championships. I'd like to welcome now Vinemont long-distance runner Ethan Lemons and his head coach Blaze Carey. How are you guys feeling after wrapping up the state championships this past weekend?
We're feeling good. Good day. Good couple of days for sure.
Ethan, you won the state championship in the 32-100 meters last week and set a new record there, which was your own. You broke that last year as a sophomore. Did you go into that race with that in mind?
Yeah, I was trying to conserve some energy so I can like save some energy for the 800. But yeah, I was trying to break the old record of mine. So that's my only goal really in that event.
Ethan, how much fun is it for you to run at a semi-local track? You're from Vinemont. The championships were held at Coleman High School, which is located just down the road from your school. How did it feel to kind of run close to home?
You know, it's awesome because I got to represent my school like just 5 minutes away, and I got an awesome support group coming to the meet. Like a lot of people came that I knew, and they were there, and it really helped me run faster. Just having all those people I knew.
You also had an incredible 1,600-meter race, clocking in at 4 minutes, 15 seconds. And you also won the 3A state cross-country championship back in the fall. Can you just put into words what this cross-country indoor and outdoor season has meant to you?
Well, I'm glad that I've got some good times, and you know, I'm glad that I've stayed pretty healthy. Like, haven't had very many injuries. So, yeah, I'm glad that I've got to participate in all 3 seasons so far.
For your coach, Coach Carey, who's right beside you, what do you see from Ethan when he's out on the track, and how much of an inspiration is he to your other athletes you have on the team?
Well, he's an inspiration to everybody. They just kind of shake their head, and I'm like, hey, he's what you could be. You know, he's a goal, somebody you could like learn from, not just kind of like a myth, you know, or whatever. But he, I would say for me, for sure, he inspires me. He works really hard, and he just lays it all out there, more so than other athletes. And so that's encouraging to see.
Coach, you were a long-distance runner in Illinois and at Sanford. It's under my understanding that you challenge Ethan to beat your times.
That's true. That's true. He beat my 2-mile time last year as a sophomore, and he said he was going to beat my mile time this year, and he missed it by 0.77 seconds. So he would tell you in the mile that he was a little bit disappointed. But I didn't have 12 of the 15-mile-per-hour winds, so that was quite a race. But he's got the running lanes coming up, and so I wouldn't put it past him to get it. But he's still got another year, so he's going to go for it for sure.
Ethan, so close. What goes through your mind as you do enter your senior year next year? Is that one of your goals, to beat Coach's time?
Oh yeah, hopefully I crush it. But you know, I was a little disappointed because the wind really, I felt like really slowed me down some. But you know, I still PR'd, so I was still pretty happy with the time. But yeah, hopefully I'll get it next year if I stay injury free.
Well, it's hard to win one state championship, but to sweep all long-distance events all year long. We want to wish you congratulations on your success on the track, and good luck next year, and we're excited to see you race.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, don't go anywhere. We'll have more from David Holtzford's highlights of the week, also beginning with track, and we got some softball and baseball action coming your way, too.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller, and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, We are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
This week's highlights feature the 97th State Track and Field Championships. We first head to Coleman, Alabama for Class 1A through 3A, thanks to Coleman High School's broadcast team. And the 1A boys 100-meter dash, Winterboro's Troy McKinney runs 11:12 to barely beat LaXavier Waters from Linden. McKinney would also go on to win the 200-meter dash in 22:61. In Class 3A, the boys 100-meter dash, this one comes down to a photo finish. Phil Dowdle of Davids High School comes in with a time of 11 flat, just edging out Flomaton's Jackson Fillmore by 1/100th of a second. Michael Moore of Mobile Christian would take third, running 11:06. Over to the boys 110 and 300-meter hurdles in Class 3A. It's Bayside Academy's Patrick Daves who sweeps both events. He would win the 110 hurdles in 13:88, just narrowly missing current Florida State superstar and former Winfield standout Trey Cunningham's Class 3A record he set in 2016. Daves also cleared 6 feet 6 inches to win the high jump, helping Bayside win the Class 3A boys state title. Over in Gulf Shores, to Class 4A through 7A and the 6A boys 100-meter dash, Jackson Olin's Christian Lewis completed his sweep of the 100 and 200-meter events, running 10:73 to edge Clay Chalkville's Jalen Mbakwe, who ran a 10:74 in the finals. Mbakwe also finished second to Lewis in the 200-meter dash finals. In 6A girls hurdles, Northridge High School's Rashni Walker wins the finals of the 100-meter hurdles in 14.47 seconds. She also captured the 300-meter hurdle title in 43:54 and also won the shot put with a toss of 40 feet 7.5 inches. Northridge finishes runner-up to Mountain Brook in Class 6A in the team standings. In Class 7A, the 100-meter dash, Auburn's Charlie Sexton stole the show in Gulf Shores. The Tigers senior sprinter ran the 100-meter dash in 10:15, the fastest time in AHSAA state meet history. He would also take gold in the 200-meter dash with a time of 21:05. We talked to Charlie following his gold medal win in the 100-meter dash.
I've done pretty well, I think. I came here to score some points for the team, and so far 2 firsts in the 4x1 and 100. I think it's been satisfactory.
The whole crowd, everybody's standing up, chanting your name. How does that feel? The experience of being here and everybody cheering you on.
Feels great. It came out of nowhere, right? And it really gets the blood pumping. I think it makes me run faster.
In Class 6A girls 800-meter run, Mountain Brook's Lucy Benton won the 800 meters in 2 minutes 10 seconds, breaking the 6A state record of 2:11.77. Her 10 points helped the Lady Spartans win the 6A state championship in Class 6A. Over in 6A boys and pole vault, this was one of the most anticipated performances in years. Scottsboro High School junior Maddox Ham, who cleared 17 feet to set the AHSAA all-time indoor pole vault state record last February, continued to move on up in the record books with the state record performance, 17 feet 10 inches, to win the Class 6A boys state title. His team would also claim the state championship overall. Here's what Maddox had to say after taking home gold.
I feel like I did really good. I feel like I put up really good attempts on that 18 4 3/4 bar, but still 17:10, you can't be mad at 3 inches under my PR. So.
In Class 5A girls 100-meter dash, Demopolis sprinter Shanidra Richardson sweeps the 100 and 200-meter dashes in Class 5A, running 12:16 in the 100 and 24.07 seconds in the 200-meter dash. She also added a third medal in the long jump competition. We caught up with Shanidra to see what she had to say about her podium finishes.
I feel like I have done amazing. I didn't have amazing PRs. and I plan on being on some more.
So the experience of being here, great weather, great crowd. How does that feel? How does it feel to run in this kind of environment?
It's good. Like, it just makes you, it pushes you harder, and it makes you work more faster.
Are you a senior this year?
No, sir. I'm a junior.
Do you have any specific goals? Or tell me about this summer. Are you going to do any training, competing?
I will be doing training and competing.
Do you have any specific goals for next year that you want to reach? You want to tell us about right now, or you want to keep it quiet?
Not really. I'm just pretty much going with the flow to see where I'm going to be at in the summer, and then maybe I'll shoot my goals for after the summer.
In the 100-meter dash, also in Class 6A girls, Saraland's Morgan Davis won the girls' 100 and 200-meter dashes. Here's what she had to say about taking home the championships.
First off, can you tell me how you feel like you've done this weekend, your performance?
I feel like I've done really good. I feel like I could have did a little better in the 200 that I just did. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with all my performances. It definitely feels amazing. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to run, and I've just been working hard for this track meet. I'm just happy with my performance.
Do you have any summer plans or like summer training, competition, anything you're doing?
Yeah, I'm planning on running summer track. We actually start in like 2 weeks. So I get a little break, but I'm just ready to get better and get lower times.
Moving over to 7A softball in Area 2, it's Fairhope versus Daphne. Fairhope would hit 3 home runs to beat Daphne 5-1. The Lady Pirates head to this week to the South Regional Qualifier Tournament in Gulf Shores. Over in Class 5A baseball, UMS Wright hosting Holtville. Holtville would win Game 1 in 5 innings, 14-3. We picked this action up in Game 2, where UMS Wright has a 5-2 lead. Holtville, though, rallies in the bottom of the 7th when Mike Forney comes up with a clutch hit with the bases loaded to drive in 3 runs and tie the score. Garrett Ingram grounded into a fielder's choice that allowed Forney to come around to score, and this exciting play at the plate, and Holtville wins this game 6-5 and the series to move into this week's semifinals as they host Headland. In Class 4A, Mobile Christian and Bibb County, Mobile Christian's Jay McCants slams a homer for the Leopards in the first inning, and teammates Ben Brewer and Zane Stokes also belted homers in the best 2 of 3 series. Kelly Lanier pitched all 7 innings in Game 1, allowing 5 hits and striking out 2. Mobile Christian sweeps Bibb County in Class 4A, winning 9-0 in Game 1 and 6-4 in Game 2. The Leopards advance to face Gordo this week in the semifinals. In 6A, Pelham and Hueytown had quite a battle splitting games the first day. In the deciding Game 3, J.D. Wilkins was hot for the Panthers, going 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 doubles and scoring 2 runs. Josh Calvert also had 3 RBIs for Pelham. Cody Bethers would also add 2 RBIs of his own at the plate on a key double in the 4th inning. Pelham wins this one 7-4 to advance to the 6A semifinals this week at Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. And we close out the highlights this week with Auburn High School hosting Alma Bryant in Class 7A. Auburn took Game 1 7-1. We picked this one up in Game 2. The Tigers jumping out early with Ryan Olson scoring on a sacrifice fly and Patrick McGlon slugging a 3-run homer. Auburn completes the sweep with a 10-0 win to set up a semifinal showdown with area rival Central Phoenix City this upcoming weekend. If you'd like to submit any highlights, be sure to email them to the email at the bottom of the screen, and we'll feature them right here on AHSAA TV Weekly. Well, next week, don't go anywhere. We'll have more from soccer, softball, and baseball coming your way. We'll see you then.